The world of music. Yes, this is for our ones and twos. Bob, are you listening?
I'm going to say, Bobby, Here we are.
We're going to talk about music, and we just had our between episodes, between pressing record and saving, a discussion about music and how the music industry seems to be a broken thing. Not Canada is broken. The music industry is broken. Do you agree?
Well, it started with both of us just in reality saying, do we still want to be what we thought we would want to be when we thought we wanted to be rock stars?
Wow, let me put that in a book title or a song.
And the answer was for both of us, no.
Yeah, why?
Not just in your general way, for many reasons. And we first talked about the simplest of reasons. I played in a rock band. I had a couple of children, and I'd go away for 3 weeks at a time, and I missed my family. I also missed world hockey. I missed all kinds of things because I had to play the weekends. Mm-hmm. And if I'm in Blind River or if I'm out in Haileybury somewhere or out west in Saskatchewan, and at 1 a.m, I'm still on stage playing. And so I missed all of that stuff. And so just the traveling is part of the problem. But we got into other things as well, as about like, okay, what's it going to make it for you to go on the road? Well, you're an up-and-comer now, so what's your responsibilities in all of this? And can you even trust the main band sound man and light man to treat you fairly? And we talked about how I actually saw that with my own eyes and heard it with my own ears many times, where the sound people deliberately ruined the sound of the opening act in order to elevate the star. And I don't think you're not such a big star if that's what you need, because I think there should be intervention.
Yeah, if you have to put other people down in order to lift yourself up, that's pretty sad. Yeah. I'd never liked that. For me, it was that I enjoy the diversity of my interest in life. And if I had to focus on a set or developing new material and presenting that and being an entertainer, as you once said, could you do that Chuck Berry sliding across this? Okay.
I broke my wrist clapping my hand. I mean, geez.
Okay, I consider myself a songwriter.
As I do.
I do like to create. I don't like to perform. I don't like the burden of the whole shtick of performing. I did it for a while, not pro like you, but
I wasn't really pro, but I guess I was making money at it.
With a Christian rock band, weekends were for traveling to churches, traveling to small town Ontario.
And you missed out on a lot, too.
And you miss out a lot. You do. But I thought I would miss that. So at one point when I moved here, I thought, okay, I like jazz. I'll work on jazz type music, and that would be easy to do as a solo show. Just create a little backing track and just press play and sing.
I like you in that mode, by the way, Jazz.
You like that whiskey crooner voice? Yeah, I thought I could manage that, but then I thought, why am I doing that? Why would I want to do that at this stage? There's so much more that I would rather be doing, like cleaning out my garage. Did I tell you I did that for like a few days? Yeah, I like doing stuff. And gardening, I've been cutting the grass and trimming, and I like being outside doing all that stuff. I like flowers, I like gardening, I like vegetables, I like the fruit trees in the backyard. I love it all, and I'd not be doing it if I was entertaining.
No, and I mentioned to you that I'd be a performer, but I wouldn't be an entertainer. I'm not going to be the guy.
So what's the difference?
Well, I think the difference as an entertainer is, you walk out, you're clapping your hands, hey, come on, and you make them. I hate it
audience
when they
engagement.
make you participate. I hate it. Anyways, participate. As you say, Springsteen slides on his knees across the stage. That ain't me, babe. I'm more of a Dylan kind of,
Sit on a stool.
Sit on a stool, but I don't mind standing up. But I'm not going to... I would love the opportunity to do that and on my own terms, obviously, and maybe be able to talk as well, put stories behind things. I could see that being okay. But if I had to perform and rely on everything going right, I don't think I'm in that mode anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh, this is why I like recording.
Yeah, recording. You're
It
your
gives
own
you a
band.
chance to
Yeah.
do it. You're your own band,
Yeah.
and technology allows us to do that
Yeah.
from the luxury of our hobbit holes and basement studios.
Now, it'd be wonderful, if Nashville called up and said, one of our main performers is doing 4 of your songs, and now all of a sudden I got a name. I don't mind playing every now and then. But again, if I had a band, that would be even better, But if it gets too complicated, then, you got a lot of expenses. And then if you got a band and they're loyal to you, well, they need to be paid. Now you need to work. Now you're not your own man anymore. You have to go on certain tours. And I think that's why some performers just grab their guitar. They've, even Bryan Adams has done that and done a tour just with him and his guitar.
Yep.
I like that idea. I'll explain to you my songs, where they came from. I'd like to be that kind of a celebrity where I could get there, get back, and call the shots, right? Take Christmas off, that kind of thing.
I do like being in charge of yourself and not responsible for a whole host of roadies and techies and
things that can go wrong.
yeah. Although everybody has their role in the industry to set up a performance, the stage crew, the sound
But that's
people,
when you're really
the
big, then
lighting.
you hire the stage straight.
Right.
And they're answerable to you.
Yep.
And you can say to them, you're going to be fired if you don't get this right.
Right.
I remember even an evangelist say, don't feedback my mic, ever. I didn't like it. I thought it was kind of petty, but I guess maybe he's had enough in his life that he had to be that
He
firm.
drew the limits.
You do not. This mic, all the other mics, fine. This one never feeds back. And but that's an organization that you rent and you hire to go set up the sound and do that kind of thing. And I'm sure there's everybody from Taylor Swift probably has whole production companies that set up that production, and then she just has to get her dancers and everything together. And can you imagine me with dancers? Ha ha ha!
Do you
ha.
admire the modern entertainer, musician, performer, the Justin Biebers, the Taylor Swifts, the name them all, whether it's Celine Dion down in
I think I respect them all.
Nevada.
I think they're all great, but that's not what I don't want to be 500 rows back watching a little blip of Taylor Swift going down a football field long runway, and the side, a little dot, singing. I prefer seeing bands actually play. I like that idea. There's a guitar. And that's one thing I liked about in the Who era, which I never saw live, but I did see a special, they made mistakes.
yeah.
Because mistakes are going to happen if it's not been pre-recorded. But I was watching some of Taylor Swift's performance, and there's a couple of guys walk out with a guitar every now and then, but the whole band, if it is even there, is behind a screen.
Wow.
She don't even, so it all could be, all the music could be completely canned. And I believe it is. All of it. And except her, I believe she's singing, but she might be also singing to even Celine Dion had this, where she's singing to a ghost track as well, where if she can't quite make the mark,
The vocals there.
the vocal's there anyways. And as you get older, you're going to have more and more time. So I'd rather have, maybe not as a Willie Nelson, but maybe a Neil Young come out and perform, where he's still standing up, he's still performing, and he's got his band, his 4-piece band, and they're loud, and they're performing, and the most entertainment is the song itself and him just contorting his face at a mic. That is my idea. That's what I kind of admire.
I think I'd like to go back to the beat poets, the guys who sit on the stool and the lights are dark. There's only one single light bulb or spotlight over the guy, and he's all dressed in black with a black turtleneck, black jeans, and black shoes, and then he recites his...
And this is the words that come from her's mouth. Are you ready? Who put the bop in the bop shabop shabop? Who put the ram in the rammer ding dong? Who was that man?
I don't know. Do you know?
Well, I'd like to shake his hand because he made my baby fall in love with me.
Oh, there you
Thank
go.
you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, so you and I at this stage in life can't see ourselves doing that kind of
No.
the complex stuff that modern pop stars do. But can you see yourself doing the community gig.
I could see that happening, but with me, in my current state of feeling, is unbelievable amount of work. Like I'd like to be able to stand up for the 45 minutes or whatever it is without sitting down and not
Your
getting
set.
windy, not getting winded. And even when I used to do the Walk to Bethlehem, the 3 or 4 songs I would do every 15 minutes, I did that. I stood in my house with my guitar and sang it,
Just to make sure you could.
just to make sure I could and go through it that way. And I'd practice every day, to do those songs for that brief 2 days. And I would do that.
So you took it seriously.
Well, I'll take it seriously. So when someone says, could you do a song on Sunday?
You
No.
can.
I say, well, no, but now, like if someone says, could you do a song on Sunday? No, because I'm not going to take the time in my current condition
Right.
to spend 5 days making sure I got that song right for Sunday.
So the could you is more like can you?
Can you? I believe I could. I believe I could pay the price to get myself so I could sing a few songs. As my brother Bobby says, I built songs out, so why don't you go easy on yourself and write some gentler songs?
Good
But
point.
I'd be willing to do it, but if the conditions were right and it was meaningful, not just another person just blabbing his mouth.
Okay,
off.
this is you and I as performers and as songwriters and recording people commenting on the music industry. Would you become part of that if it was made available to you? Would you drop everything?
I might, but here's what it would have to be. I don't want to be someone singing at a park where nobody could care less and they're all walking around. If you're coming to see me, I'd rather play to 200, 100 people than 10,000 who aren't coming to see me. So if you're coming to see me, that's what would motivate me.
Would you do it for the one, Jim? The Jim and Terry Show, wondering whether we would do it if we could do it all over again. Bye-bye for now.